Thank you, Lane. Yes, it was a wonderful conference indeed. I do have the report. She said keep it brief. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to, but we can do this. Back in mid-June, we met the Louisiana Conference of the United Methodist Church, had our annual conference here in downtown Baton Rouge. After a couple of years of the theme of hope, we celebrated this year our theme of joy, and it was really wonderful to bring joy into the place, to experience the joy in the place. A wonderful time to connect and spread joy. And I'm always so thankful to be able to go and to represent you, St. John's, my family of faith, is truly a wonderful blessing. We had wonderful education sessions led by Reverend Frederick Douglass Poe Jr. Our scriptural reference was Romans chapter 12, 9 through 13. 9 reads, "Don't just pretend to love others, really love them." And in keeping in that same line, our new committee chairman of the Board of Laity, John Smith, spoke to the same thing of finding joy and living into joy, not because God tells us he loves us, but because of what he has done for us and knowing that love of God that he has for us within us, being the proof, being the evidence. So this brings about our theme and the way that we want to function over the next year. That is to build, to connect, and to equip. To build up this church, our United Methodist tradition, both locally, among one another, across the state, across the country, across the world, and also in reaching out to our community. It is a vision for the future, to build, connect, and equip. So we're excited about moving in that direction. Now, if you recall, we had a pre-conference gathering not long before our annual conference, and there were 4 issues we talked about that were going to be on our ballot. They were constitutional amendments. One was about regionalization that gives different regions of our denomination more flexibility in the way they guide and order themselves, yet still maintaining this United Methodist tradition that we love and share. Another vote that we took was on gender ability and inclusion, to be explicit about using the right language, right words, not excluding people. We know that that goes against our United Methodist way of being. There was another ballot on racial justice, on our racial justice statement that brings things forward and current, and also a 4th ballot on clergy education requirements. So we voted on all of these. We talked about them in our pre-conference. We voted on these there, and we don't know the result of the vote. Everybody, everywhere else is going to vote too. And then once all votes are tallied, we will come back with a final result of those amendments. I do want to provide you with this report in a more broadened way, because there's going to be a lot of links that gives us more information as we drill down into specific things that were absolutely wonderful. It really was a joy-filled conference. There were wonderful, wonderful committee reports, and you could really see the work that the laity and our clergy do together. I can't rave enough about our bishop. She's a fantastic leader, one of great encouragement, and certainly does embody that spirit of joy. And she is ready to build, connect, and equip and encourage us to do the same. Laity, I would encourage you to get involved. It's so important. There's also going to be additional information in how our churches, how our United Methodist tradition can help a school called the Lydia Patterson Institute. ask me about it because I'd love to tell you more. And lastly, we get to keep Lane. So I feel like that concludes my report. My timer is up. I wanted to make sure that I stayed on track.